Raven Elise TV.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven and I'm back with a new video. I know I've been very off and on with my videos recently. If you guys have watched my previous video, you know why. Also, if you watched my previous video, you know why I'm in like a different place right now. If you have not watched my previous video, I highly suggest that you watch it for a multitude of reasons. So yeah, just check that out. Obviously, you can tell by the title that this is going to be a Snapchat Q&A video. So I've been seeing so many YouTubers do this tag. Well, it's not a tag, it's not a challenge, it's just kind of like a YouTube trend, I guess, right now, to where you can tell your Snapchat followers to send you questions using the little video snap, and then I can play it for you so you guys can see yourself ask me the questions, and then I can answer the questions. So it's just a random Q&A, but it's kind of just a little bit more fun because it's more interactive. So I just kind of felt like getting dressed and filming something today, and I thought this would be something fun to do. So please excuse the fact that it is kind of an overdone video. I know everyone is doing it, but I wanted to try it for myself too. So if you guys have been watching my Snapchat recently, which by the way, this is my Snapchat, you should add me. Hold up your Snapchat, take a picture of this and it'll automatically add me. But yeah, if you guys have been watching my Snapchat recently, you know that I have been using an Android phone, and you know that Android plus Snapchat equals no. So my Snapchat stories have been really blurry and crappy recently. I was using that Android phone because I broke my iPhone 6. I was so sad. It just like shattered to pieces for the third time, and I was like, you know what, third time is not the charm, it's time to get a new phone. And it just so happened that the iPhone 6s was coming out, so it was like perfect timing. So I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling good. I feel like I deserve a gift right now. It's my birthday. I turned 22 back on September 17th anyway. So I was like, all the more reason to just ball out and get the new iPhone. So I went ahead and splurged and bought the rose gold iPhone 6s, which I know is like super hyped up. It looks just like the iPhone 6, just comes in a new color, and it has a few extra features, of course. I'm sure a lot of you guys watched the keynotes. So yeah, I like it so far. This is my first day with it. So good reviews so far. Like I said, it's pretty similar to the iPhone 6, so no big deal. So since I finally got my new iPhone, I felt like it would be an appropriate time to do a Snapchat Q&A, because I was definitely not doing a Snapchat Q&A on that Android. And I'm really just gonna like go through and pick random ones and then edit this all together. So sorry if I don't get to your question. I'm obviously not gonna be able to do every single one because that would be like a 45-hour long video, and I wanna keep this video somewhat short. Anyway, let's get into the question.
How do you make your eyebrows look on fleek?
I pretty much do different stuff with my eyebrows like all the time because I'm constantly trying new products and new techniques and stuff like that. And this is actually my first time putting on makeup in about a month. I literally spent this whole past month looking like a wildebeest with like wildebeest eyebrows. So my eyebrows are not really on fleek today because I kind of felt like I was out of practice. But today I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I think I'm in a color like ash brown or medium brown or something like that, and just an angled brush, and just basically try to do it as natural as possible, following the natural shape of my brow, not really drawing anything on, just filling it in. And this is the effect that I got, but I do it differently every time. I'll probably make an updated eyebrow routine, eyebrow tutorial once I finally master it.
Do you think college is important, or do you think that it's possible to be successful without college?
Well, first of all, yes, it is definitely possible to be successful without going to college. Some of your most favorite people did not go to college or did not graduate from college. I mean, some of your favorite artists, musicians, business owners, fashion designers, just all different types of people. Some of those main famous people did not even go to college. Some of the ones that are the most rich did not even go to college. So that right there tells you, yes, you can make money. Yes, you can be successful. Yes, you can be an artist. Yes, you can be a business owner. You can be all those things without going to college. Of course, there are some exceptions to that. You can't be a doctor, a lawyer, architect, an engineer, a rocket science without college. Those things require that very technical training. But I'd say for anything creative, anything that's just kind of done with your own ideas, if that makes sense, then no, college is not necessarily necessary. It kind of varies from person to person. Me, I knew I wanted to do fashion design. I knew I was going to be in a creative field, but I still decided to go to college anyway, just because I felt like at the time when I graduated from high school that I was not independent enough to just go straight off into the world on my own, get a job, get an apartment, all that adult stuff. I knew I was not independent. I knew I just didn't have the personality for it. So I really wanted to have kind of that transitional time in college to get to know myself, grow as a person, mature as a person, and be able to do that in the safety bubble of college, you know, regardless of whatever I was studying or whatever I was learning. I knew I still needed that time to grow as a person. Some people are really, really independent as soon as they get out of high school. And if they want to just, you know, start working, they can definitely do that. But it kind of just depends on your personality and what you want to do.
Have you ever modeled? And if you have, when did you start modeling?
Have I ever modeled? Yes, I, in high school, actually, I'd probably say maybe my sophomore or junior year in high school, I had made up my mind that I wanted to be a professional model, and that was what I wanted to do for a living. I just thought that that was gonna be my career. And I was in love with like the Victoria's Secret models, and I was like, that's my main goal. Like, I'm gonna be on the annual Victoria's Secret fashion show, like the big one that they do every year. I'm gonna be a Victoria's Secret angel. That's gonna be me, blah, blah, blah. So I told my mom I wanted to be a model, and she was like, okay, let's go get some professional headshots done so that you can kind of build up your portfolio, start looking for work, blah, blah, blah. Once I did the professional headshots, I really didn't take it seriously after that. All throughout high school, I think I just kind of got busy with being a student and being involved in other things that modeling kind of just like fell to the wayside, and I didn't really try to do anything with it. But once I got to college, I kind of got pulled into it because I met some people who were kind of in the industry. I met some local models, I met some local photographers, some local fashion designers, even a local model groomer or model trainer person. And that was actually the main person who kind of dragged me into it. She was like, you have the look, you have the body, you definitely need to be doing this. Come with me, let me show you around or whatever. So it was kind of just the people that I was surrounded by in college that got me into it. And that was kind of really lucky for me because I didn't really have to go out there and search for it and search for work and search for this and that. It kind of came to me. So I did sign with a local agency because of that. And I was with them for a little bit, and I did some fashion shows and I did some photo shoots and just little local things here and there, not really taking it seriously because I was in college. I had to focus on school and stuff like that. And I was, you know, doing my YouTube and stuff like that. So I never really took it too seriously. And after a while, I kind of realized that I liked designing better. I liked YouTube better. I needed to focus on school more, and modeling kind of like fell to the wayside again. So it was fun while it lasted, and maybe it's something that I might get into again later just to make extra money on the side. But
Hey Raven, I was going to ask if you have any problems finding lipsticks that match your skin tone, and what advice you give to someone who does.
I think she said lipsticks that match your skin tone. Okay, I'm probably the wrong person to ask about, you know, shades that go with your skin tone, you know, what colors go with what skin tone, because I'm the type of person that if I see something and I like it in the bottle or I like it on that person, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna wear it, and I don't really care how it looks against my skin. Like today I'm wearing this really dusty mauve color. It is Cashmere by Lime Crime. I know, Lime Crime, I know, but I bought it and I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna waste it. Anyway, that's another story. But some people may say, oh, that color is too dusty, it makes you look ashy, da 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 da. But to me, I just like the color itself, so I'm gonna wear it. I don't really follow the rules when it comes to shades and tones and stuff like that. I feel like every skin tone should be allowed to wear whatever they want to wear. Like if you like red, orange, blue, purple, really, really light colors, really, really dark colors, just rock it. And if you know how to do your makeup on fleek, then you just rock it with confidence, then it should be fine.
Raven, I'm at work right now and I'm still asking you my question. What is your favorite frozen yogurt flavor? Because I work at a frozen yogurt place. Thanks, girl. Love you.
Oh, that's cool. Ooh, if I worked at a frozen yogurt place, girl, do you know how many pounds I would weigh right now? It would be significantly more pounds than I weigh right now. But the frozen yogurt place that I usually would go to is the one that's by my campus, which is Yogurtland. And at Yogurtland, they switch out the flavors like every couple of weeks or so. They have like new flavors of the month or something like that. And they always have really unique, like around the world type flavors. So I pretty much try to try something new every time I go in there. And that's kind of how I am anyway, like with any type of food or restaurant. I want to try something new and taste new things. So I don't really have a favorite. If I was gonna like choose one, I would say maybe like a raspberry. I like to mix berries and chocolate. So I might do like a berry yogurt with like some chocolate toppings, or a chocolate yogurt with berries on top. I like to put a lot of toppings on there. And what yogurt shop you working? You got some coupons or something, girl? You can send me some yogurt or something in the mail.
Will you be attending Beautycon New York?
Will I be attending Beautycon New York? No. Well, I'm not gonna fully say no. Well, I'm gonna say no, because it's very, very slim chance that I will actually be going. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I was gonna go. It was in my plans to go, but everything kind of got jumbled up and it's kind of too last minute, and I don't really like to travel to new places by myself, like under stress last minute. So I would rather do it the right way rather than the last minute way. So no, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going. But I really do want to go to New York soon. So all of my New York subbies, you will be hearing from me.
So if you could wake up tomorrow morning in the body of somebody else, who would it be and why?
The body of somebody, who has my ideal body? I'm not gonna say Kim Kardashian, because that is just too much to handle. I'm not gonna say, who else do people always say? I don't even know, but I like, who do I like? Whose body do I like? Rihanna, her body type is honestly similar to mine. Not too much boob going on, not too much anything going on, just a nice fit body, but her body is definitely the fit version of mine. Her body is the I actually go to the gym version of mine. So I would probably say Rihanna, because it's like the ideal version of my own body, and I'm pretty cool with my own body.
As I sit here and eat my Chick-fil-A, why does it bother you and ask you so much when people ask you questions? Is it because it's repetitive, or because you don't?
Why does it bother me when people ask me questions? It doesn't bother me when people ask me questions. It bothers me when people ask me questions about something that was like, you know, when you post a picture and you put in the caption, "Today I'm wearing Cashmere by Lime Crime," and then somebody asks you a question, "What lipstick are you wearing?" And it's like, oh my God, like why do I even take the time to write the caption or put it in the description box or say it in the video if y'all are just gonna not pay attention and expect me to sit there and answer comments all day about the stuff that I already told you, because it's right there. So that definitely annoys me, because I kind of feel like it's like lazy on your part, and then you get mad at me for not doing the extra work when it's like I already did the work. So that right there annoys me. And also, the only other type of question that would annoy me is if someone is being way too personal and invasive, and they just feel like you need to tell me everything about your life because you're on the internet and you put yourself on the internet, so this is just part of the territory, so you have to open up your whole entire life right now. And it's like, no, I'm still a person. I still should be able to have privacy. You should still respect my privacy, and you should still have, you know, common sense and just be polite and not be so all in people's business asking all these personal questions, because that can just be really awkward. So those would be the two times when I get annoyed by questions. Other than that, if you're, you know, just asking a genuine question in a nice way, then, you know, it's cool. I try to answer as many of them as I can, but it's really hard to answer all of my messages, all of my comments, all of my questions, because it's like there's only one of me and there's however many thousands of you. So sometimes it can be hard to answer them.
Hi Raven. So my question is, what are some of your like go-to things to wear in the fall? Like some of your like fall must-haves.
Fall must-haves is obviously denim. You need jeans of all shapes, sizes, colors, washes, distresses. I've recently been stocking up on jeans because it's usually really hard for me to even find jeans that fit me in the first place. But I recently found a bunch of jeans that fit me really well from Fashion Nova. So if you're a tall, thin girl with jeans problems, check out Fashion Nova because they actually fit really well. Other than that, I really try to layer because I'm in Texas, so the fall weather can be very off and on. It can be cold, it can be hot, it can be in between. So it's a lot of basics like tank tops and then cardigans and then leather jackets and then bigger jackets and then scarves and then hats. So just like every single layer of clothing, I try to have a good variety of everything. That way you can create a layered, versatile look and peel off layers if it gets too hot.
Hey Raven, I love watching your videos.
Thank you.
My question is, what inspired you to make YouTube videos? And I love you.
I love you too. What inspired me to make YouTube videos? I've kind of mentioned this before. Basically, I started making videos on my own time because I'm just weird like that. I like to be in front of the camera and watch myself back and just do silly things in front of the camera and laugh at myself when I watch myself back. So I started doing that when I was really, really young, like probably 11, 12 years old. I had grabbed my mom's camera and started recording myself doing random stuff. And then once social media started to pick up, I started to actually post those videos on social media for my friends to laugh at. At one point I was doing this little series on MySpace and it was like a comedy thing, but it's so embarrassing, you guys. And then also my little sister was kind of into the same thing, so we would do videos together. And then when I got to high school, I started getting more into fashion and I started doing my own DIY clothes and stuff like that. And I started watching people on YouTube like Andrea's Choice, Dulce Candy. Who else did I watch in the beginning? I can't even remember now. It's been so long. It's been literally like 6 years ago. And I was like, hey, they're posting videos online, but they're posting videos about hair, makeup, and fashion. I like those things. I like videos. I like hair, makeup, and fashion. I can do that. So I just put the two together and kind of just combined my two passions of being like a video editing nerd and also being into fashion. This was just like my calling. Oh, Shanice Janelle, I know who you are. I remember you.
Hey, Raven. So, I'm going to ask you questions, but I'm going to wait till I get out of work because I look like this. So, please keep it open.
Oh no, she missed it. She said she wanted to ask me a question, but she was at work. Man, okay, well, still, hey, Shanice. Hey, girl.
Hey, Raven.
Hey.
I just wanted to know, like, do you love YouTube, and is, like, being a YouTuber the best?
Yes, duh, of course. No, really, I do love YouTube, and being a YouTuber is the best. I honestly do not know what I would be doing if I was not doing this. So I'm really, really thankful that I have been able to turn it into a full-time career because, like I said, it combines two of my favorite things, style, beauty, blah, 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 mixing with technology and film and blah, blah, blah. So it's literally just the perfect thing for me. And it's still so crazy to me that it has become a career and a money maker and my job. So it's just the most awesome thing ever. And I'm very thankful. And so yes, I do love it. Okay, let's do a few more.
Hi, Raven. How are you? How did you become so successful on YouTube?
How did I become so successful on YouTube? I wish I knew so that I could take that power and harness it and multiply it by 10 every single day and just do what I did that day every single day and just like rocket to 1 million subscribers overnight. But honestly, I really don't really know. It's kind of like, what I'm guessing is just like a mashup of different things that came together at the right time. Maybe it's my personality, maybe it's the way I look, maybe it's the type of videos I made, maybe it's the quality of my videos, maybe it's the titles of my videos, maybe it's the timing in which I posted my videos, maybe it's the people I collaborated with, maybe it's, I don't even know, the way I edited my videos. It's probably a combination of all of those things, like I said, just coming together at the right time. And when it comes to any type of success or fame, or especially something that's like online or anything like that, that's like people's choice, you know, audience based, like your success depends on your audience. It's like so unpredictable and uncontrollable because it's the audience choice whether or not you become successful, whether or not they watch you. So really, if I wanted to know why I became successful, I would probably have to ask you guys.
I want to know, how did the YouTube sisterhood
A guy.
get started and how did you get involved with it? Because it's on point. Y'all are all in click all the time.
Ah, thank you. He said, how did the YouTube sisterhood get started? And he said we were all on point. Thank you. And I'm so excited that I actually had a guy in here. I was really expecting all girls. So it's cool that I have male followers too. Anyway, the YouTube sisterhood basically got started when me, Vicky, and Ashley all met up and we actually did a 3-way meet and greet event. I think it was like me and Ashley who knew that we went to school in the same area, and we knew that we both, or she knew that I did YouTube and she wanted to get more into YouTube or something like that. So she kind of like introduced herself to me through YouTube, and she was like, hey, I live down the street or whatever. And then she was like, and I have my best friend who also does YouTube, and she lives here as well. And so she was like, let's all three get together and do something. And I was like, yeah, let's do something. I've never had YouTube friends before. I've never collaborated with anyone before. Let's totally do it. So the three of us, since we all lived in the same area at the time, we got together. I remember they came to my apartment, and that was the first day that I met them. They came to my apartment because we were gonna film a video together, and it was gonna be a video announcing that we were gonna have a meetup, all three of us. So they came, and I remember we were sponsored by, who were we sponsored by? Some hair company was sponsoring us. And so we all got hair from the hair company, and we all dyed our hair fun colors. So I had red hair, Vicky had blue hair, and Ashley had purple hair. So they came to my house, and we all had our colored hair. We're like, we're gonna do this video, we're gonna do this meetup, oh my God. And we totally just like clicked right away, talking about YouTube stuff, of course. And so we filmed that video, and we had that meetup. It was at Main Event. It was our like first ever meetup and stuff. And so like a couple of each of our subscribers came out, and we had a fun day at Main Event and played laser tag and bowling and all that stuff. And it was really, really fun. And then basically from there, as the time went by, we kind of all started introducing each other into our other YouTube friends. So maybe Ashley had this friend who was a YouTuber, and Vicky had this friend, or her cousin who was a YouTuber, and I had this friend. Like I know I kind of brought in Jade because Jade went to my school, and I had already known Jade. And so we kind of all brought in our own friends to create this group of people that we knew but didn't really know, and then they were introducing each other. And basically it just became like a group text. So we're like on our phones, like with like 10 people in the group text, like texting each other about YouTube stuff and talking about, you know, when can we all get together and blah, 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 blah. Because some people, you know, did live here in Texas, but some people, as you know, like Lakia and I mean Vicky now, and just some other of the girls, they don't even like live in this state. So that's why we decided to kind of do our big trip to LA and all meet up at Beautycon Dallas. And we're definitely planning to do more stuff like that in the future, and definitely planning to, you know, expand the whole YouTube sisterhood into something bigger. Because I mean, you can tell by the story that I just told. Right now it's just like a group of friends who all do YouTube, who are all just supporting each other. So it's not really an organization or a club or a sorority or anything special right now. It's literally just a group of friends. But I think once we put our minds to it, we can definitely turn it into something bigger. Oh, Shanice is actually on here. I think she did actually get to ask her question. Let's see.
So my question is, what inspired you to become a YouTuber, and what's your favorite thing about being at work? I know that's two questions, but...
Okay, yeah, I'm glad she got her question in because she said she was at work. Well, I already said what inspired me to be a YouTuber, but my favorite thing about being a YouTuber is probably just the fact that it's just, I don't know, I like everything about it because it's cool because I'm my own boss. I don't have to go into somebody's job every day. I don't have to like drive to work every day and deal with this boss that I hate, or these coworkers that are mean to me, or wear this uniform or whatever. It's like I get to choose how I want it to be. So that's really, really rewarding, and a lot of freedom that I really appreciate. And, you know, I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. if I don't want to. I can do everything on my own time. And also the other thing that I like about it, because I am in control, there's not really a glass ceiling over me. A lot of like regular jobs, it's like you can only level up so far. Like even if you end up owning the company, like there's still restrictions within that. But if you create your own brand and you create your own thing, it's like the limit is just your own brain. The sky is the limit, because as long as you come up with new ideas, you can take it further and further and be more and more successful at it, make more and more money, make more and more connections, and just everything is just up to you. So it just depends on how hard you work, whether or not you're going to be successful. So I actually like having that responsibility rather than having somebody else have that responsibility over me and decide whether or not I get a raise and decide whether or not I level up to a higher position. I'm the one who essentially decides that. So I think that's really my favorite part about being a YouTuber. And that goes for any entrepreneurial job.
I look so ratchet, but next time you come to California, San Diego to be exact, do you think that you could do a meet and greet?
First of all, you do not look ratchet. Your hair was like laid. Anyway, yeah, next time I come to California, I definitely want to do a meet and greet. Next time I go anywhere, I want to do a meet and greet because I feel like I've missed out on so many meet and greet opportunities in the past few trips that I've taken just because they've been so rushed and I didn't have time. But yeah, next time I go to California, I will definitely do a meet and greet. If I go to New York, I'll do one. If I go to Houston, if I go anywhere, I am definitely doing one next time.
So thanks for liking my photo on Instagram, but my question is,
Oh, you're
how
welcome.
do you stay confident, especially on YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook and Twitter?
How do I stay confident? I don't know. I don't really think that I'm like the most confident person in the world and oh my God, I just have it down packed. But I try to keep a positive attitude. I try to keep myself in check, try to keep, you know, myself in tune with reality, because on Snapchat, Twitter, all those things that she mentioned, you can easily like just get sucked into the virtual world, sucked into the edited world, the retouched world, all the hair and makeup and filters and stuff, and that's not really real life. And so you can get a lot of false confidence from that stuff, like, oh my God, I got so many likes on my picture, but I know I don't really look like that in real life. So I try to just be I think what it really is that I try to just be as real as possible. Like, I constantly come on Snapchat looking crazy, my hair not done, no makeup. I'm constantly posting like silly random things on Instagram, especially on Twitter. I definitely try to be myself on Twitter and just be raw and real and really put what I really think and get a good response on that stuff. I know that I'm being myself, so it's kind of like a genuine feeling like, wow, these people actually really like me and I'm actually being myself. So that feels really good and that kind of boosts my confidence. But I think if you're not being yourself and you're just being really edited and really fake, for lack of a better word, then it's like you still don't really feel confident because you know that maybe you feel like if those people met you in real life, they wouldn't feel the same way. But I don't have to feel that way about you guys because luckily a lot of you guys seem to really like me for me. So that helps a lot.
So since you're a Texas girl, you know about this Texas heat. How do you keep your makeup to stay all in one piece, or at least attempt to, when it's hot outside?
Yes, girl, I do know about this Texas heat. I've never known anything but this Texas heat. And on top of that, I have oily problem, acne prone, every type of thing skin. So makeup can be a real struggle when you're trying to actually make it last all day, especially if it's a hot day. But primers, I usually use at least 2 or 3 different types of primers layered up on top of each other. Like, you know, I might do a pore filling primer, then I might do a skin perfecting primer, and then I might do a spray primer, so that it's like I have all the different types of technology on my face, all the different types of primers, everything that's supposed to be good about this primer, this primer, this primer, I just layer it up. And then I go ahead and do my makeup, and then I make sure that I powder my face like no tomorrow. Powder is your friend when it comes to the heat, but then you don't want to look too powdery and cakey, so finishing spray is your friend. Not only because it helps stick your makeup into place and help it last longer, but it helps the powder kind of melt and settle into your skin so that you're not just looking like a powdered donut, but that you actually look like it's just skin. So bunch of primers, bunch of powder, and then always make sure you use finishing spray.
Hey Raven, love your videos, love you.
Thank you.
You're the best. And my question would be, what's the best part about living in your loft? Love your rug, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Betsy the rug. Some people do not like Betsy the rug because she's real and not faux, but that's another story. The best part about living in my loft is probably just like the whole downtown vibe and the view. I've never lived like downtown or anything like that before, so it's really awesome to like wake up and have these big windows and this beautiful downtown view. It's like I just feel like I'm on Sex and the City or something. Okay, so my camera is overheating and my battery is about to die any second, so I'm gonna wrap it up here and stop here. Hopefully I answered a lot of you guys' questions that you wanted to know. Sorry I couldn't get to everyone. I'll probably do another one of these. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you were in it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.